good morning, good night, good evening, whatever time it is when you finally get to watch this. Hopefully, you get to watch this before our Zoom call today. Um, I want to say I really hope you enjoyed your spring break, but in reality, I hope you were able to get some rest in. I hope you were able to step away from the schoolwork that's been kind of stressing people out for a little bit. Um, and just kind of enjoy that time with your family. Maybe work on a new craft, a new hobby. Work on anything. Get some reading done that you want to do. Get some writing done that you wanted to do. Get some drawing done that you want to do. Something to stay productive and keep your mind sharp without necessarily logging on to the Google Classroom all the time, because I know that became a source of frustration for a lot of people. As much as I want you guys to learn and do things, I do not want you to be frustrated, and that's something that we're looking at also, looking forward. So I just want to start with a kind of temperature check on how I'm feeling, because I want a temperature check of how you're feeling. First of all, I am not happy. And I'm okay with saying that I'm not happy, because it is not real to be happy all of the time. It is not real to be happy half of the time for a lot of people. And so with me, I am not happy. I'm sure some of you have heard the news that LAUSD and so CWC has announced that we will not be attending classes for the rest of or we will not be coming back into school, like the physical location of school, for the rest of the school year. So that means that unfortunately I will not be able to stand in room 131 or room 131 and talk to you the same way that that is normal, the same way that we've been doing from August to March. So we will not have that experience anymore, but this will not be the last time I'm seeing you, because I guarantee you when this is all over, we are going to get together and we are going to have an event like it is nobody's business, because that is not the way that we do things, and just, kind of end it on March 12th. That's not real. It's not something that's going to happen. So yeah, my word on that, we will definitely get something going, because I miss you guys and I want to see you all. And just I'm giving out daps, high fives, and hugs. So whichever one you take whichever one you want. But also one of the things is, I've been, during this time with me not being happy, I've been trying to think about the silver linings in this, and not necessarily trying to create a good out of a bad, but just looking at something that's negative, and then just realizing that just because this bad thing is happening, it doesn't mean that everything around you is bad. And so I've been looking at some of the positives that's going on. I've been doing a lot of communication with my family and friends back in New Jersey and New York. So as of right now, almost everybody is safe and sane and doing their thing. I've been doing a lot of reading on different ways to help boost your immunity and help your immune system get all of that. So I've been sending it all to my family and making sure that they are good and making sure that they are taking care of themselves. So with us having at-home learning for the rest of the school year, there's certain things that we're gonna have to buckle down in, and certain ways that we're all gonna have to get better. That is you, that is me, that is Mrs. Steele, that is Mrs. D, that is Miss O. Just everybody is gonna have to get better in certain things. And so I want to emphasize that I do not consider this homeschool at all. I do not consider this homeschool. I think homeschool is something completely different. This is the at-home learning that CWC is giving. CWC does not have a homeschool program. This is at-home learning, and it's going to look different everywhere. Fourth grade is going to look different from fifth grade. Fifth grade looks a lot different than seventh and eighth grade, because I think they have a maturity and just a way that they can do these online classes and different things that I don't think fifth grade has right now. And to be honest, I don't think seventh and eighth grade have it really. I first took online classes in college, and it was very difficult for me to take online classes, and I was already in college. I was already in college doing full, and I think I only had one online class, and it was the absolute worst. I did not like it, because it was very difficult for me. So to expect that to get really good work out of fifth grade with that, it's hard. But I do think that we're gonna do some things. I want to do some more recorded lessons where I just stand up and say, "Hey guys, look at this, look at that, and this is beautiful." So we're gonna work on those things. Also, Coach Kimon and Miss Estevez from sixth grade are doing a challenge called Bridging the Distance. They're doing it on a Nike Run app. They've sent out information about that, in which they just want the whole CWC community getting out and safely, of course, walking, running. They're looking at certain distances that they're trying to hit. I think this week's goal is 15 miles for the week. Last week's goal was 10 miles for the week. I'm on a personal goal to get to 70 miles for the month. It would be my high. So let's see how it goes. I've been doing some 6-mile runs, and they've actually been pretty good. I mean, not, it hurts, but pretty decent for me to get to. And so again, with the school, everything's gonna look different. A lot of schools are doing different things. LAUSD middle schools are equipped with certain things that we're not equipped with. They've already been doing a lot of their stuff online. So like Schoology is what they did. So they've been doing a lot of things going on. Different schools are going to look different. Santa Monica is going to look different. Culver City is going to look different. Your cousin's school is going to look different. Your little brother's school is going to look different. Your cousin's, auntie's, uncle's, daughter's school is going to look different. So everything's going to look different. But the goal is we're all trying to get the same learning going on. We're making sure that for us, we're making sure that we're hitting all of the standards, and we're sitting in these 5th grade meetings with different schools, and we're looking at what we have, and we're saying this is definitely better than a lot of these other options that's going on. And so I'm very proud with the work that myself, Ms. D, and Ms. Steele are putting together. Very proud of that. So if you guys want to, you can send out a quick email to them or something, or just, hit them on their Google Classroom, say, hey, thank you guys, because it's not easy for any of us. So we're just kind of here for you. Another one of the things, so let's just talk about this week's work. For inquiry lacks some of my usual pizzazz, but there's good information in it. We're still on the road to the revolution. We'll be looking at the Townshend Acts, and then we're going to look at something that came right after that most people have heard of, called the Boston Massacre. So we're just going to briefly touch on those this week, and then next week we'll do some more Boston Massacre, and then the big things that came after the Boston Massacre was something called the Intolerable Acts. So that's something that is I'm pretty passionate about and talking about it. I just like history. I don't know, there's certain calm to history. And so for math, we're gonna do some more volume. You're gonna double back with that on some Khan Academy work, in which we're gonna actually look at the volume and do a set amount of time, about 25 minutes for each day, Monday and Tuesday, or Tuesday and Wednesday. And then Thursday and Friday, you're gonna have the chance to do some creativity with a choice board, in which you show me your learning using different methods, such as you can write a rap, you can do a Google slide, you can do a poster, different things like that, kind of giving you different medias and ways to do it. For SEL, Miss O made a really good animated video, and so we have a PowerPoint to go with that. And then we have a few more activities. The Miss O's is going to be today and tomorrow, and we have 2 more activities going on in SEL. For science, we're going to kind of double back a little bit into the solar system, and Miss D has some really cool activities and PowerPoints that she made for us to deal with that. Writing, we're still doing opinion writing until we're building up the steps to really go forth and write a full opinion essay. So we're going to be able to do that soon. I think that's it. That's what I wanted to say. Sorry I looked away. I keep writing. I looked down to see if I could jot some notes. I'm going to hit your local office. Actually, I'm not going to go to Office Depot today, but what I am going to do is I'm going to order something from Office Depot, just because I don't think Office Depot is a place I need to be walking around in, but I'm trying to probably get a big whiteboard so I can do some better teaching for you, and just kind of, work some things out, try to get back into my natural element. As you see, I've came into what is, kind of something like an office now today, with the degrees on the wall that my mother had to call and yell at me to put up. Not all mine, myself and my fiance up there, and then 2 more down there, just kind of hanging out and sitting there. So I hope that you can take some sort of happiness out of today, out of this video, out of our Zoom call today, because today at 10 we're going to be talking, and that's the focus on it. We're not going back into the normal school. how does that feel for you? The good thing, or not the good thing, but something that you can kind of, take confidence in, is that it's not that it's happening to one school. This is happening to everybody everywhere. So everybody is feeling the same thing. Everybody is scared about what's going to happen for next year when you go back to class. Everybody is worried. And so because of that, every teacher is thinking the same thing. So every teacher is going to have to make adjustments. So the beginning of next year will look a little bit different than the beginning of this year did, because everybody's going to have to backtrack. But at the end of the day, I'll see you guys in a little bit, or I've seen you already, depending on when you watch this and when you look at the Zoom.